What's up, everybody? Well, I got another FIREBAT mini PC gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're gonna try ourselves out some Silent Hill 2. Now, it was not very playable on the Steam Deck. It also wasn't very playable on the Ally at 1080p high or 720p medium, or I mean 900p medium. But 720p low, that seemed to be pretty playable. And then add a little FSR quality on it, and it still seemed to be even more playable. It gained us like 4 or 5 FPS. So this thing should be playable on here, so long as we don't run into a VRAM limitation. Because remember, the Ally X can actually access 8 gigs as VRAM, so up to 1080p. In most games, that's probably going to be more than enough. And then if it's not, the game will probably run like shit on the thing anyway, let's be honest. So VRAM's the least of your problems at that point. So, I'm hopeful, but I'm expecting it to probably be pretty VRAM heavy. I remember on the Steam Deck at 720p, that thing was taking 5.7 gigs of VRAM, and that was with FSR on quality. Anyway, I think that's more than good enough, so why don't we not waste any more time and hop ourselves into the game.
So just like on the Ally X, we're going to try 1080p high preset. It's probably not going to go well. It didn't go that well on the Ally X, and that's got way more VRAM than this. This is probably going to be like a slideshow. But who knows, maybe it'll at least be over 10 FPS. I figured you're going to be like 5, 6 FPS. But hey, let's go find out. Well, alright, here we are in the game. Takes it a second to like start moving in the recording for whatever reason, but hey, at least it's working, so I'll take it. But yeah, we're only getting like 12 FPS, so it's doing better than I thought. I thought it was gonna be like 5 or 6. So it's doing twice as good as I thought it was gonna do, but that's still not playable, so it doesn't really do us a whole lot of good. I mean, even if we take away the fact that I'm using OBS, which probably uses an FPS or 2, now we're getting like 15 or 16 FPS, you know? Not exactly playable still. At least not in my opinion. Alright. And I think with that, we can move on. Well, alright, here we go. 900p settings. We're on medium now. Oop, I think I left that on before, but whatever. It's not like we were getting playable FPS anyway. Normally I would shut that off, but it's all good. So now, let's go see if we can at least get like 20 FPS now. Probably not. Probably more like 15, 16, but hey, let's find out. So here we go. We're in the game again. It takes it a second to move. Always makes me think it's not going to actually work when I start looking at the recordings, but yep, we're getting like 16, 17 now. So slightly better. I mean, if we were recording, we might get like 18 or 19, but still wouldn't be playable. Alright though, why don't we go tone it down to 720p low, and hopefully that will give us like 30-ish FPS. Well now, here's 720p, we're gonna do low preset now. And I'm hoping that this will actually like be somewhat playable. Alright though, why don't we now get into the game? Well now, here we go. Seems like it's like 30-ish FPS now. I guarantee it'd go under 30 at some points in the game with FPS getting this close to going under 30 already, but hey, this is the most closest we've gotten to getting playable FPS so far, so I'll take it. Well now, I'd say it's time for us to get on to the upscaling portion. Alright, so we're gonna do 720p again, but we're gonna do it with TSR. We're gonna try normal, just like we did on the Ally. Alright, let's get into the game and see what it's like. So now here we go, TSR. And I don't know, it didn't really seem like it helped much. Maybe an FPS or two? Alright though, let us move along. Let us now try FSR 3.0 on quality. Still low preset and everything else is basically the same. We're just basically changing the upscaler. But alright, let's go see if FSR 3 can actually get us some extra frames. Though, if it does, it might not look as good as the other ones, but hey, let's go find out. So, here we go. We got FSR 3.0 on now. Yeah, not really helping out as much either, but I think that one's getting like 2 or 3 FPS more in some spots. But it definitely doesn't look quite as good. I was watching it on the cache computer as I'm making it, and I sat there and thinking, oh man, FSR 3 is the best out of them all. But no, when I'm sitting here watching on this, it definitely does not look the best. I think it probably got us the most FPS, but I could be wrong. Oh no, it's starting to do that stupid frame time crap. I mean, it's still at least not as bad as some games, but that usually makes games pretty unplayable. I don't know what causes it. It might be a memory issue, like too little VRAM. It might be something overheating. Still yet to figure that one out for 100% fact. I've got some ideas, but no 100% certainties yet. Alright, let's stop here and move on to Intel's solution. So here we go. We're going to try Intel's XeSS on quality now, just to see how that stacks up to the other upscalers. Everything else we're keeping the same, just to keep it fair. Okay, let's go see how it does now. Well, now here's Intel's solution, the XeSS on quality. And I feel like that one definitely helped the most in FPS. Weren't we only getting like 35 or 36 before? I don't know, besides the hair doing that weird blocky thing again, it honestly seems like this is a little bit better than FSR. I don't know, it's hard to tell though. It definitely hides the weird waviness around him as he moves better. The other one looked a little more artifacty. This one looks like it might be a little softer. But I'm pretty sure it's definitely getting the most FPS this time around. Alright though, let us move along.
Well, now let's get ourselves a little gameplay without OBS interfering with the FPS. And just like on the Ally, I pretty much just went back to FSR3. I mean, obviously none of the upscalers are going to look fantastic on a big TV like this when you're doing the base resolution 720p, but I felt like FSR3 still looks the best. At least the character and the hair. The only thing that sucks about this is it has even more weird artifacts around him as he moves around. Like, those are always kind of, not artifacts, but we got weird, like, trails behind him. It's almost like, I don't know if anybody watching is old enough, but you used to be able to turn on mouse cursor, like, trails, and watch your mouse go around and have, like, little trails follow it. It's kind of what it looked like when I started to first play this. No matter what you have, and no matter what settings you use, it seems like it does that. So far. We'll see, maybe it won't do that when you get to, like, the higher settings on higher resolutions and whatnot, but so far that's happened no matter what. But yeah, we're still borderline playable FPS here, and I hear it gets even harder to run when you get into buildings and whatnot for whatever reason. I almost have never seen that happen, but that's what people are saying. So it probably will drop down to like 25, 26 FPS range for those times. I'm willing to bet. That sounds interesting. Ah, it's the save point well thing.
It's like someone's groping around my skull. Excuse me.
I'm sorry. I was just...
Hey, it's okay. I didn't mean to scare you.
Yes, you did. Don't lie.
I'm lost.
Lost?
Not only did you mean to do it, you enjoyed every second of it.
For Silent Hill? Is this the right way?
Nah, I'm just
Yeah.
fucking around. But seems like this is another game that has 30 FPS cutscenes.
But there's only the one road.
Hopefully mods will come to the rescue when I finally get to play this game.
Thanks.
I've got plenty of other games I'm going to play before I get to this game. But it just came out and people seem interested in it, so I wanted to make a video about it on all the systems. So that's what I'm doing all day today, pretty much.
This town, there's something wrong with it. And it's not just the fog either. TV. It's kind of hard to explain, but
I'll be careful.
I'm not lying.
No, I believe you. It's just... I guess I don't really care if it's dangerous or not. I'm going either way.
But why?
I'm looking for... someone. Someone very important to me.
Me too. I'm looking for my mama. I mean, my mother. It's been so long since I've seen her. I thought my father and brother were here, but I can't find them either. I'm sorry, it's not your problem.
No, I hope you find them.
Yeah, me too.
Alright though, I'd say that's probably a good spot to stop. So why don't we go ahead and go wrap this video on up. Well alright guys, that's a wrap for Silent Hill 2, and really wasn't that great of an experience on here. It seemed borderline playable when we had FSR3 on quality and we were just walking around in the forest, but I have a feeling once we get to those harder to run interior areas, it'll probably drop down into the 20s at that point. Still might be totally playable for some people, but for those who like 30 plus, I think it might drop under that if you get a little further into the game. But at least it didn't crash or anything, so at least yet. But I would always back out, go back to the main menu, and then go back into the game just to make sure the settings actually took. And then if a game says restart the whole game, I always do that too, just to make sure everything's, you know, correct. I don't want to sit there and waste my time and your time. I don't want to sit here and spend 20, 30 minutes making a video just to be like, oh shit, I fucked up, now I gotta redo the whole thing. You know, that's no fun for me either. And I don't want to waste your guys' time neither. So that is about that for this particular video, and now we can move on to a system that hopefully I'll be able to play it a little bit better. But we'll have to wait and see. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.